Hey everybody, what's up? It's Dominic again, and it's been approximately, sorry for all the noise in the background, clearly the city is back up and running, but I'll get to that in a minute. It's been a little less than 2 weeks since I made my last video, and in my last video, which was taken on the Monday, I guess about 4 days after the flood started, things were starting to get back up and running a bit. I was actually shocked at how quickly the downtown area kind of just opened back up and cars were going back and forth in and out of the downtown core on that Monday morning, and transit was somewhat back up and running and there were people everywhere. So I mean at that time downtown was starting to pick up again, flood cleanup was in full swing, and I did not think well, it's not that I didn't think it would happen, I just didn't see how it was going to happen, that being the Stampede. I wasn't sure how they were going to pull it off. The Stampede, for those of you who didn't watch any of the previous videos and aren't familiar with Calgary, it is like our festival sort of thing. You know how every city sort of has its own festival? Well, Calgary Stampede is ours, and you know, it's parade and 2 weeks of like cowboys and rodeos and rides and fattening foods and you know, that kind of good stuff, and people falling down drunk in the street at all hours of the freaking morning on a Monday. You can tell I love living up here during Stampede time, can't you? I actually have a couple videos I've made before in previous years of concerts going on in pretty much my front yard at 7 in the morning. Okay, what the fuck is this shit? It's 7 in the morning, okay? I was about to go to bed, and I've got some fucking concert just below my balcony. Right down there. Fucking jamboree. I tell ya, the shit I have to put up with. And I, you know, uber disgruntled in those videos because like I'm trying to sleep. I'm pretty much nocturnal, so I sleep during the day for the most part. So the noise that happens during the Stampede keeps me awake and it pisses me off, you know, especially the early morning stuff that happens, concerts in my front yard and all that. But yeah, this year you really gotta give them kudos for how quickly they've been able to pull through this. I was actually down at the Stampede grounds a couple of days ago on Wednesday, it's Friday now, just overlooking. I didn't actually go in, but I could see very clearly from where I was up on a hill just how far things have come since the flood. All the water was pumped out of there, it was completely dry. It looked like they had reconstructed several things that were damaged by the floodwaters. They repaved whatever roads they needed to in that area. The rides were set up, like it was looking pretty good. So yeah, so I got to see firsthand just how much the Stampede grounds have recovered from the flood and just how much they've managed to clean up there. So that was pretty cool to see. I'm so sorry about the noise. This is crazy. There's just so much happening downtown. I'm going to show you in a minute here. I've taken some footage of the riverbank, which has shockingly mostly gone back to normal. It is crazy. People are able to walk on that pathway now. They weren't able to before at all, actually. The people who are biking and walking along that pathway would have been about, oh, I don't know, roughly 7 feet underwater, if not more, about 2 weeks ago. So, it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool how quickly this city has recovered from this flood. There are still some people, you know, who are having a hard time getting their houses, you know, pumped of water and getting things rebuilt and all that kind of stuff, you know, residential areas, but the commercial areas of the city, places owned publicly by the city, and even the Stampede grounds, completely pumped of water, completely rebuilt. It's just incredible how fast things came together here, and the Stampede is in full swing. It kicked off today, and there was the parade, and I was actually trying to film it, or, you know, was going to film it, and then I ended up waiting too long, and people started to disperse, and I realized that that was the tail end of the parade I had just caught there when I whipped out the camera. So bad timing, but luckily I live right in the center of this corner of the parade route, so I was able to pan my camera over in that direction over there and show you some of the floats and things. Nothing too big, actually, just a few things, but as you could see, there's a ton of people out there. Tens of thousands of people showed up for the Calgary Stampede Parade, and it was just awesome. I watched pretty much the whole parade, either from my kitchen window or from the balcony, and it was pretty awesome. Normally, I can't stand the Calgary Stampede, but this year, you know, you gotta give them major kudos for being able to pull this off. Like, it's super cool. I'm sorry I couldn't get better footage of the parade. I just waited way too long and was enjoying it way too much. So, anyway, yeah, it's just super awesome. You know, I didn't know if the city would be able to pull it off and pull through to this extent by now, you know, 2 weeks later, but they were, you know, they were able to. And so, I suppose, you know, I don't have a lot of faith in the city, but you gotta really respect the city of Calgary for just being able to pull out of this so quickly and so gracefully. It's just awesome. It is amazing how many people are downtown after, you know, that ghost town situation we had a couple weeks ago. It's phenomenal. And this is how busy it is downtown today, and will be inevitably for the next couple of weeks. Anyways, I don't know if I have anything else to update you on. The weather's been pretty good, except yesterday we had a storm that lasted like 5 minutes. But other than that, yeah, everything's been pretty good. Downtown is as busy as ever. Things are exactly where they were before. For the most part, I think all the major city attractions have been pumped of water, and Stampede is a go, so that's awesome. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. I hope you all are doing great, and I will hopefully see you all again soon. Peace.